Some guys like you always get out, Gatlin. I just watched the kid turn to spit on the sidewalk.
So long as the kid died, Gatlin goes free, huh?
I didn't kill Gatlin. I knocked the guy into a plate of spaghetti.
I have no choice but to remand you to the county lockup.
Oh, I hear you're still looking for a new partner.
Not anymore, Bernie.
To the start of a wonderful relationship.
So when are they springing me?
When you leave here, it'll be in pieces.
I'm buying. We'll go someplace real cheap and greasy. What's the matter? Not enough grease?
I'm not depressed and angry.
And all this red tape and antiquated systems are not going to sit well with me if Hunter winds up dead.
Works for me. Okay, guy for warden. Anyway, take care of yourself, Ricky. Visit your mother. All the best, Uncle Leo.
Did I ever meet Uncle Leo? Isn't he that bookie?
He's a flasher.
What?
A flasher. A trench coat artist. On the day he was arrested, he was outside a lingerie shop announcing bargains.
With no pants on?
Did a hell of a business that day, too.
Yeah, I bet they did.
What's over there? I'm Sergeant Hunter. This is Sergeant McCall. What happened here?
Sergeant, I'm so glad you're here. I'm the principal. They just never learn. You talk till you're blue in the face, and it doesn't matter.
What, do you OD on something?
The kids say that he just smoked a joint.
Maybe a joint laced with PCP.
Does anybody here know where this kid buys his dope? Look, if somebody's selling bad dope, I need a name.
Well, Hunter, you sure do have a way with kids.
I'm sorry, but my dad's at work and I can't let anyone in.
Maddie, we're police officers. We want to talk to you about what happened to Billy. Here's our badges. You can call the precinct if you want.
Maddie, I'd like...
Maddie, we need to know where Billy got his stuff.
Oh, perfect. He's lying in the hospital bed dying, and all you care about is making a buzz.
What we care about is the next person this happens to. Now, look, Maddie, you don't want to spend all day crying your eyes out for Billy and then go back to school tomorrow and see another one of your friends wind up crippled or dead. Maddie, you have to let us help you. To help Billy.
We don't need your help.
Well, you need somebody's.
Hunter?
Look, if I want this kind of talk, I think I'll just wait for my dad.
Maybe I understand better than your dad.
I don't think so. My dad understands it all.
I had a brother who died from a drug overdose.
Why did he do it? Why did he sell us that stuff?
Who, Maddie? Look, if I can't keep you kids from using drugs, maybe at least I can keep you from dying from using it. Now, where did Billy get his dope?
Roscoe Gatlin.
I thought you said Gatlin was in jail.
Well, he got out on good behavior.
I don't believe you. You looked that kid straight in the eye and you lied like a rug. You didn't have a brother, did you?
Come on, get in. We gotta pay Roscoe Gatlin a visit. Guess who looks and smells like yesterday's garbage and is going back to prison for the third time? How come guys like you always get out, Gatlin? How come there's always a loophole with your name on it?
You're the one that ought to be watched, Hunter. You and your justice on the street.
I just watched a kid turn to spit on the sidewalk, and you know why?
Come on, Hunter. Just arrest the guy and let's go.
You can't arrest me. You ain't got zip on me.
Yes, I do. I've got one of the kids you deal dope to, and as soon as they put his guts back inside of him, he's gonna put you away for 50 big ones.
But I ain't afraid of no school kid.
Well, you better be afraid of me, because if you or one of your flunkies even breathes next to that kid, I'm gonna personally rip your lungs out through your ears. Now finish your lunch and let's go. Red wine goes best with pasta.
Hunter, you really are insane, aren't you?
It wasn't that rough on him.
You shoved him against the wall. You nearly choked him to death, then threw him through a table. That's not rough?
He pulled a gun on me, Skipper. But when it was all over, I served him wine. Roscoe Gatlin is the biggest scumball on the face of the earth. Everybody knows that. And somehow he has the system working on his side. He always manages to spring himself loose. And when he does, innocent kids wind up dead.
I would hardly call kids who use marijuana innocent.
Well, maybe not. But the punishment sure doesn't fit the crime. You shouldn't have to die for smoking a joint.
Well, let's just hope this boy survives so he can testify. Because otherwise, when Mr. Gatlin files for false arrest, you are on your own.
Thanks for the support, Captain.
Anytime.
Let's get over to the hospital and get a statement from that kid as soon as he comes to.
I think we ought to expand our investigation to include as many cases as we can against Gatlin.
Yeah, sure. As long as we get this one nailed down.
Okay.
Hunter, sorry to hear about that kid dying.
Unfortunately, Gatlin is already back out on the street. The DA refused to file as soon as they found out we lost our complainant.
So long as the kid died, Gatlin goes free, huh?
Hey, how about dinner, huh? I'm buying. We'll go someplace real cheap and greasy.
No, thanks. I just want to go home.
Do what? Just sit there and be depressed and angry? Come on, that's no good.
I'm not depressed and angry.
Sure.
Hello? Is anybody home? Hi. I'm really sorry to bother you like this, but my car just broke down right in front of your door. I was wondering, could I use your phone to call the auto club?
Well, sure. Do you have any idea what happened?
Yeah, the engine stopped. I don't know. The car won't budge.
Yeah, well, luckily for you, I'm an expert on cars like that. Let me take a look at it first, okay?
Oh, gee, thanks. I really appreciate this.
You're welcome. Yeah! Car break down again?
Good morning, Hunter.
It's not morning, Bernie. It's the middle of the night. What are you doing here?
Where's your piece, Hunter?
It's in the holster on the chair in the bedroom, but what's going on?
Where's your backup?
It's in the sock drawer, top left hand of the bureau. What the hell is going on here?
I always wanted to see how someone like you would choose to live. It's very impressive, Hunter.
This is a search warrant, Bernie.
That's right, Hunter. All signed, sealed, and delivered. Stupid, Hunter. Incredibly stupid.
You killed Roscoe Gatlin with your own damn gun? I've heard you were crazy, Sergeant. I never realized you were so stupid.
Is that a question?
No, we're all through with questions.
How are we gonna turn your butt right on to the DA?
Didn't you locate the girl?
Who? Oh, this girl?
Yeah.
I'm afraid not, Hunter. It's awfully tough to locate somebody who doesn't exist.
Susan Crenshaw was the name she used. Now, somebody must have seen us. I worked on her car for nearly an hour.
That must have been pretty difficult, Sergeant, since you were downtown pumping a hole in Roscoe Gatlin's forehead at the same time.
Look, as soon as you guys are finished playing fun and games, let's get down to the truth.
The truth is you're lying. You claim you were home at the time of the murder, but you didn't happen to see the person who you claim must have come into your place, stole your gun, killed Gatlin, and then returned the gun?
I didn't kill Gatlin. I knocked the guy into a plate of spaghetti. I'll pick up his cleaning bill.
Oh, I forgot. You're not the kind of guy that kills people. No, you knock them down and beat them up in front of a dozen witnesses. Witnesses who describe you as being totally out of control, Sergeant.
I was upset. I was not out of control. Look, ask my partner. She was there.
So Sergeant Hunter grabbed Mr. Gatlin, threw him into a table, and then poured white wine on his head, huh?
Well, not all of that is true.
But what are the inaccuracies?
Well, I mean, most of that's true. It was red wine, not white.
Now listen here, Sergeant. I have about had it with this.
Hold it a minute. Sergeant McCall, when was the last time you spoke with your partner?
Around 6:30 as we were leaving work.
How would you describe his frame of mind?
He was quiet. All he wanted to do was go home and watch television.
All he wanted to do was go home and watch television as opposed to what?
I had offered to take him to dinner, but he didn't want to go.
Did you make any further attempts to contact your partner that evening?
I called him.
At what time?
It was between 11 and 11:30.
What did you talk about?
Nothing. No one answered.
So how'd it go? What'd they ask you?
You'd think that after all these years of asking questions, I know how to answer them.
Why? What'd you do? Hang me in there?
No, I just told the truth. Unfortunately, in this case, the truth doesn't look very good.
Well, the truth is, I didn't kill Roscoe Gatlin.
Of course you didn't. It's just a matter of time before they find out who did. You'll never make it to a preliminary hearing.
People versus Hunter. Sergeant, you will return to this courtroom this Thursday, the 21st, when we will begin the preliminary hearing to see if you should be bound over for felony trial. In the meantime, I have no choice but to deny your request for bail and remand you to the county lockup.
How about that?
Yep.
Well, look what we got here. Surprise, surprise, surprise.
After everyone heard Gatlin was dead, nobody could believe it. He was a mean one. You'd have to be a real fool or a dead shot to try to kill him. Gotta admit, the only one we could think of that could do it was Sergeant Hunter.
He didn't do it, Sugar. Hunter doesn't kill in cold blood.
Hey, Dee Dee, I got no gripes against the Sarge. He saved me from a couple of broken arms one night when I came in under quota. If I can help, that's okay with me.
Word is, Gatlin had a pretty big supply he was about to unload the night he was killed.
Heard the same thing myself.
Any word on whether the buy went down?
It didn't. The buyer went home hungry and the merchandise vanished. Heard they tore Gatlin's place apart looking for it. Now everybody's dummied up.
That means the guy who killed Gatlin could have stolen the stash and is now looking for a buyer.
Could be.
All right, I really need you to keep your ears open on this one, Sugar. Hunter's gonna be in that jail for 72 hours and every guy in there's gonna try for him.
Hey there, sweet thing. Got a spare hour?
I tell you, you ever hit the street, you can get yourself some really good bread. A lot of money in my business.
Yeah, but you got a terrible health plan, honey. See you later. Goodbye.
You sure been doing that a long time. You trying to lose weight or something? Because if you are trying to lose weight, you don't need to bother exercising. You know what I mean once you eat that mess hall food. Gives a whole new meaning to the word black. So, you used to be a cop, huh? I guess I don't have to tell you not too many guys in this place are very fond of cops. I don't mind cops. I ain't ever had a bit of trouble with the law up until the day I killed my accountant. I didn't mean to kill him, but he was cheating me. I accidentally beat him to death with my 7-iron. Don't get much of a chance to play golf around here. I think of being in here as kind of a game. I figure if I survive, I win the game. And I know the only way a little guy like me could survive in a place like this is to try doing things for people, you know? Getting things, anything. Food, drugs, information. You need something? Archie O'Hare is the man who can get it for you. So, is there something I can get for you?
Yeah, you can get me out of here.
Would you settle for lunch?
Chili dog?
With or without cheese? This way.
Look.
I'm a cook here. I got keys to the kitchen area.
There goes Honey and Archie for a little snack.
I think I'm kind of hungry, too. How about you guys? You like kosher dogs?
I love them.
Yeah.
Hey, how about a beer?
Hey, you guys shouldn't be in here.
Why, the kitchen's off limits? Only for police now? You know, I'm real disappointed in you, Arch. You know, after all this time, I thought we were friends, and then here I find you cooking with a cop.
Give him a chance, man. Maybe he wasn't making it for Hunter. Come on. Hold.
This is not the way you're supposed to spend your first day in jail, Hunter.
Well, it works for me.
How nice of you to drop in, Hunter. Now you know why you're here, Hunter. Cause of me.
I hear the gas chamber's a nice place to visit in the fall, Hammer. Sorry, but I won't be able to come up and watch you wheeze your last breath, but I gotta get my shoes shined on that day.
When you leave here, it'll be in pieces. But don't feel forgotten. 'Cause years to come, when they come through here, they'll swear they still hear you screaming.
Hey, Dee Dee.
Later, Glasgow.
Still your what?
McCall, where the hell have you been? They told me you disappeared after roll call. No check-in, no phone call, no nothing.
Yeah, well,
I'm afraid that's all my fault, sir. When I found out we were going to be partners, I asked her to fill me in on her cases, and I'd catch her up on mine. We went out to breakfast, and I just lost track of time.
Well, now that you've had all morning to swap stories, get on with your work.
Yes, sir. I don't know why you did that for me, but thanks anyway. I owe you one.
What happened? You oversleep?
Yeah.
Or maybe you were doing something else, like trying to run down the guy who killed Roscoe Gatlin?
Anything the matter with that? I do it on my own time.
I do the same thing for my partner. Hey, listen, Dee Dee, if you ever need an extra hand, you can count on me. I know how hard it is trying to run something down like that alone.
I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but you sure seem ready to stick your neck out for me.
Hey, Hunter's a fellow cop, and I happen to think he got a bad break. If it were me, I'd appreciate all the help I can get, but it's up to you, Dee Dee. I'm your partner. I'm not here to get in your way.
You know, I guess I was wrong about you, Gil. Maybe I shouldn't believe all those rotten stories I hear.
What stories?
Just that you tend to come on a little strong to all the ladies in the department.
Am I coming on to you?
dibs on Hunter. We gotta steer clear.
Hammer's in the hole. Last time a guy slugged me, he wound up like ground round.
Move along.
He's taken, Big.
Go on, uncover it.
Thank you, Archie.
Hey, you saved me from a broken neck. It's the least I could do. So, what was it like in the Max?
Terrific. I met an old friend, a guy by the name of Charles Terrell.
The Hammer? He's gonna be there until his trial, I bet you. He beat the hell out of Billy Two Shoes for taking his seat in a mess.
Oh, that would set you off.
Put Billy in the infirmary.
Hammer's good at putting people where he wants them. Listen, Arch. They keep a list of all the prisoners' outgoing phone calls, don't they?
Yeah.
Could you get me a look at them?
Could take a little time.
Time is something I don't have.
I'm doing okay. How you doing?
Fine for the moment.
Well, what's that mean?
Remember a guy by the name of Charles Terrell, the Hammer?
Yeah, you made him for that triple homicide.
He's in here. He's awaiting sentencing.
Oh, boy, Hunter.
Take it easy. He's in Max. But it's just a matter of time. He thinks he's gonna get a shot at me.
You think he's the one who set you up?
I wouldn't be surprised. I'm working on getting a list of his outgoing phone calls. Maybe we can grab a lead.
I may be onto something, too. My snitch told me there's a big drug buy about to go down.
Yeah?
It's the same merchandise that Gatlin was holding the night he got snaked. 5 will get you 10 that the seller is Gatlin's killer. Blew Gatlin away, bagged his stash. Gil and I will run it down tonight.
Gil?
Oh, yeah, Gil Glasgow. He's been assigned as my new partner.
You've been alone in the car with Gil Glasgow? I hear he lets the other cop drive so he can spend his time admiring himself in a rearview mirror.
Hunter, I need a partner. He's a partner. He even volunteered.
Yeah, after he eyeballed your legs, then he volunteered.
I think you're being unfair with Gil.
Well, instead of spending your time with Gil Glasgow, how about trying to get me the hell out of here?
I'm doing everything I can.
I know. Hey, how come you call me Hunter and you call him Gil?
It's because his mommy named him Gil and your mommy named you Hunter.
It works for me.
Take a hike. Hey, what is it with you?
I need a fix. I heard Tommy Skaggs is a man.
You know me?
You gotta help me, man. Look, I paid Roscoe Gatlin every dime I had, and he stiffed me. He didn't show with the stuff.
That's a con of he's dead. Ran into a cop.
Look, I ain't got no money, but I'll make it worth your while.
I bet you used to be real pretty, huh? Come on in.
So what do you think? Somebody gonna make good on what Gatlin owes me? Who's got a stash?
Couldn't tell.
But whoever it is unloading it on Larry Krell tomorrow.
You need some help there?
No, I'm fine.
You know, you're making me a little nervous there, sweet pie. Why don't you shoot up so we can adjourn to the bedroom?
What's with the artillery, man? I'm jumpy enough as it is.
Hold out your arm. Now. A junkie with a clean arm? You know, the last time I saw an arm that clean, it belonged to a cop. Go ahead, prove me wrong. Stick the needle in. We'll both go flying together. Let go! Come on, you're hurting me.
That's a rough idea, man. Where do I find Larry Krell?
Somebody order room service?
I wanted to make sure you were fully nourished before our big bust. I hope you like blueberry.
Yeah, blueberry's great. Oh, yeah, the deal's going down, and apparently the buyer works out of that brown building behind us. He drives a black four-door California plates, last three numbers 506.
Hey, listen, next time you're up all night, feel free to call me. I'd be more than happy to come over and take up the slack.
Well, the next time I'm up at 3 a.m., I'll remember you said that.
Uh-oh, just like our guy.
Those two look awful chipper. Not for long. I got something explosive in mind.
Sure this place is safe?
Hey, it's safe. Count on it.
Let's see the stuff.
Here it is, 10 keys as promised.
That's Tony Carbone. That's the Hammer's first lieutenant.
There must be 8 warrants out on that guy. I thought he was hiding in Mexico.
Yeah, the Hammer must have brought him up to snuff Gatlin and try to set up Hunter.
Boy, there's gonna be a citation, this for sure, maybe even a medal.
Look, we gotta peg the backup man. Carbone wouldn't do this alone.
Oh, Dee, there's no one else in there. Unless we're invisible, we gotta move on this now, while they're concentrating on the merchandise.
I hope it's as pure as you say it is.
What do you think? I'm gonna step on it?
Come on, take it easy.
Okay, this is good. I'm in.
Money.
Hold it right there, Carbone.
Don't shoot!
Come on, let's get to the car. ambulance before Hunter's only hope dies.
He was trying to get away, McCall.
This is L59. I need paramedics in a tow truck right away.
No more. I can't take any more.
That one really got you, didn't it? I got some more. Listen to this.
Give me a chance to catch my breath.
Let's see, what's Irish and sits outside? Patio furniture. A friend of mine went to see a psychiatrist. He said, Doc, I got a problem. Sometimes I feel like a teepee, and sometimes I feel like a wigwam. The shrink said, oh, that's easy. You're too tense. Get it? Too tense? Too tense? Hey, did you get the dust from between the cabinet back there? There was this guy. The most important thing was to become a cop. The clerk here, she don't like dust between the cabinets. Did we get her or did we get her?
Yeah, you did real good, Arch.
Dessert time. Dark chocolate with roasted almonds. Or is it almonds? How do you say that, Hunter? Is it almonds or almonds?
I just say nuts, Arch.
Hey, where'd you get the book?
Hey, what book?
The Life and Times of Sergeant Rick Hunter. Is this really a book about you?
No one!
Arch! Get the medic and the stretcher. Come on. Come on, back in the door now. Move. Come on, move. Go. Get back in there. Come on, get in there. Go. Come on.
Where does it hurt?
You see this little dimple behind my ear, next to my neck?
Yeah.
That's the only place it doesn't hurt. So what's the news?
We nailed the guy that killed Gatlin and set you up.
You're kidding.
Tony Carbone.
That locks right in, doesn't it? That guy's a real talent at second story work. While the girl keeps me busy, he slipped in, grabbed my gun, and wasted Gatlin. Then slipped back in and replaced my gun.
Yeah, that's the way it would figure.
So when are they springing me? Has Carbone talked yet?
Well, he will as soon as he gets the tubes out of his throat. We were in hot pursuit, and Gil shot out his tires. He's in intensive care.
Is he gonna make it?
Well, it's 50-50. But now that we know that Carbone was the guy that did it, we can hopefully retrace his steps back to the murder. Gil's on top of it right now.
The guy who nearly killed my only chance is working on this? Look under the covers.
What's this?
Lists of all the phone calls that the Hammer and his bozo has made recently. Now, it may be thin, but I think one of those numbers might lead us to something.
Okay, I'll check it out. Oh, I almost forgot. I brought you something. I figure you probably haven't had one of these in a while. What's the matter? Not enough grease?
Thanks.
Look, just try to stay in this place for as long as you can. At least you know you're safe in here.
Yeah.
I'll see ya.
See you later.
Now, when you leave here, man, you're 150 pounds of dog food. You knew Hunter was mine.
Just trying to have a little fun, Hammer. Honest to God. Getting with Joe, and then got caught.
Where's Hunter now?
Infirmary? I mean, he's in the infirmary. We just winged him.
What's going on, Gil? I've tried to call you all morning, and then I get a message to meet you here. What's this all about?
A little celebration I thought we both deserved.
Celebration for what?
Well, Dee Dee, after all, we did bust a pretty big drug deal.
And almost lost the only person who could clear Hunter, who, by the way, was almost killed last night.
Hey, take it easy. We've got Carbone. Some pate?
Carbone is in a coma. And when he does wake up and testifies, provided he can remember his name, Hunter could be dead. Now, look, I got some numbers Hunter gave me we ought to look up.
Look, just relax. Everything's gonna be all right, I promise.
You promise?
Yes. Just relax, enjoy the wine and food. Let's savor the victories and put this other stuff on hold. I think we owe it to ourselves.
You know, you're absolutely right, Gil.
To the start of a wonderful relationship.
What's wrong? My stomach, man. I got cramps real bad.
Wouldn't want that to happen, right, Hammer? You gotta live. So we can execute you.
Come on, man. He's hurting. Come on, he's driving me nuts.
Get a stretcher.
L59, this is Central. Come in, please. Over.
L59, McCall here, over.
We got back names and addresses for those phone numbers. Over.
Shoot, over.
Problem is they're all payphones except one. Over.
That's clever, calling people at prearranged times at phone booths. Okay, what about the other one, over?
25012 Alameda, the Rendezvous Bar. Over. Excuse me?
I'm Sergeant Dee Dee McCall. I'd like to ask you a few questions about who receives calls on your phone.
My phone. Well, I guess we get calls for customers sometimes, and employees. Wrong numbers, of course.
Well, who does the Hammer or Tony Carbone ask for when they call? Excuse me, miss? Halt, police! Halt, police! Let me guess. Your shift was over and you were in a real big hurry to get home. It's a pretty good match, wouldn't you say? I don't understand what the problem is. I have the woman. She's given me a sworn statement that she was involved in the conspiracy to convict Hunter. Let's get him out of there.
You know what your problem is, McCall? You've been partnering with that rodeo rider for too long. Now, you don't seem to recall, but we've got a system. And I run that system. Now, sometimes it's slow, sometimes it gets bogged down in red tape, but it exists, and we have to work with it. Now, these things take time.
How long?
First, we have to locate a judge. He has to review the girl's confession. Then we have to get papers signed.
Look, these chicken salad cases and busted cars are one thing, but we got a cop in the joint. And all this red tape and antiquated systems are not gonna sit well with me if Hunter winds up dead. So why don't you pick up that phone, you dig up some judge who's the closest thing to a friend you can find, and kick this thing in motion.
Oh, I hear you're still looking for a new partner.
Not anymore, Bernie.
Oh, really? Who's the lucky guy?
Rick Hunter.
Are you planning on going to jail, too?
Why don't you save your jokes for tomorrow when Hunter comes back?
McCall, just tell him I was doing my job. I was just doing my job.
Stomach. Stomach.
Shouldn't you take care of that guy over there? It sounds like a wounded water buffalo.
Nope. I can tell what's wrong with him from here.
How's that?
He puts cigarette ashes into his coffee, and then he drinks it. Makes him sick to death. But it passes. And he gets out of Max for a while. There, you're all set. I'll change him again tomorrow morning.
Yeah, thanks, Doc.
Agent Dee Dee McCall. I have an order from Judge William Prescott to release Rick Hunter. Habeas corpus. Guess who's a free man?
Works for me.
Bet you thought you'd never see that again.
Beginning to cross my mind, especially after you got teamed up with Don Juan.
Well, fortunately, I managed to get rid of him in time.
So where is he these days? Looking for new partners?
Probably out getting his pants dry cleaned.
What?
Never mind. Okay, Hunter, so where's the new car? Captain said he was going to issue you one.
It should be parked right in front of the motor pool. I don't believe this. I mean, where do they get these?
Looks like it went through a firebombing.
I nearly get killed in prison, and the guy doesn't have the decency to give me a car that runs.
Well, no, I wouldn't say that. Just because it doesn't have a back end.
That's it.
What?
I'm gonna go back up there and make this jackass give me a new car.
Oh, come on, Hunter. Do it tomorrow. Let's go have dinner.
I don't want to have dinner.
Well, what do you want to do? Go home and sit by the TV and be depressed?
Hi, I'm having some car trouble. Could you help me out or show me a phone so I could call the auto club?
Oh, no. Come on, McCall, let's go get that dinner.